Hi everybody, welcome back to another midweek moment. I'm out here at the Onan Observatory at Baylor Park. It's a place where people gather every year to do some stargazing. Speaking of stars, I wanted to share with you today about an interesting and rare astronomical phenomenon that's happening this year. On December 21st, on the winter solstice, the darkest day of the night, there shines the brightest light. It's called the Christmas star, or the Star of Bethlehem. It's actually not a star at all. It's the convergence of two planets in the southwestern sky. The convergence of the planet Jupiter and Saturn. And so on December 21st, if you go outside with your binoculars or with a telescope or even with your naked eye, and you look to the horizon of the southwest, after the sun sets and before 6:45 p.m. that evening, you will see this convergence of the planets. And the last time that this was actually seen was on March 4th, 1226. Almost 800 years ago. Now, why do they call it the Christmas star or the Star of Bethlehem? Well, I remember back when I took an astronomy class in college at Concordia University, St. Paul, with Dr. Dale Trapp. And he shared in that class that likely scholars believe that the Star of Bethlehem, the star that the wise men followed to the baby Jesus, was the convergence of two planets. We know that the wise men were stargazers. And so at that time, which was approximately 6 BC, there was the convergence of these very same two planets, Jupiter, which was the kingly planet, Saturn, which was the planet that referred to those who were of ancient times, in the constellation Pisces, which represented the Jewish people. And so the Magi, seeing this, put the pieces together that a king had been born to the Jewish people. So they followed that star all the way to Jerusalem. And when they arrived in Jerusalem, they asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star and we have followed it. We've come to worship him." And they flipped through the sacred scriptures and they came to this prophecy from Micah chapter 5, verse 2. "But you, O Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you are small among the tribes of Judah, out of you will come one whose origins are from ancient times." And we have the opportunity this year to see that very same astronomical phenomenon. Here's what's fascinating to me. From the beginning of creation, God put the stars in their place. He put the planets on their rotation. And he set in place a plan already then to send a Savior to us. So that in 6 BC, as Jupiter and Saturn converged, as wise men looked up at the stars in the sky, they followed those signs to the baby Jesus. And could it not also be that from the beginning of creation, God saw that in 2020, in a very dark time, we needed a bright spot. We needed on the longest night, on the darkest night, we needed the brightest star to shine before us. And so this year on December 21st, I invite you to go out and look up at the sky, to find Jupiter and Saturn, to find the Christmas star, to find the Star of Bethlehem, and may that lead you to the baby Jesus, the baby who gives us hope. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you again next time.